Do it do, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy CJ back at it like a bad habit. If you want something, go grab it. Welcome back to the Seibelmania and Friends podcast. I am Seibelmania. You are my friends, and today we are joined by a very special friend, my man, David Voice. David, what is going on, brother?
David Voice! All is good. I've been pumped up all the week since you invited me.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
up for this. You're one of the top 7 most knowledgeable wrestling people. I have
Hey.
one top 7, and as
I-
Booker T says, if it's top 7, that means you're number 7.
I appreciate that, man. I do pride myself on my wrestling knowledge. As you can see, I got a whole bunch of stuff in the background there. I took this down so I could show David, but this is my championship belt. I've had that since I was a kid. I've been a fan of professional wrestling since I was 4 years old, and I'm 33 now. And we'll get into that. Because I got to be real with you. I don't really watch today like I used to watch when I was a kid. What I mean by that is I still watch. Don't get me wrong. I still watch the current stuff, but I don't watch it live on my TV anymore. I will wait until there's YouTube clips. And that's pretty much how I consume wrestling, is through the YouTube clips. How about you, David?
2 things. First, I wrote Davis Voice. I'm David Voice, but
Someone said Davis?
no, I wrote Davis Voice by my
Oh.
name. I also
Money
have
in the
money
bank.
in the bank.
Hey.
Down here, you need the money in the bank. You never know when you're going to cash it in. And I tried watching as much as I could, but there's so much to watch.
There really is.
Yeah,
There really is.
I was on vacation last week.
Yeah.
With a female friend of mine. Nothing's happening there, but she's not watching wrestling. Okay? I'm
Right.
not going to make her watch wrestling. So then I'm a week behind. But if you fall a week behind, I mean, it's WWE, WWE, AEW, TNA, so much. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
I never miss a WWE pay-per-view. That I'm not missing.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just letting people know that we're live. Yeah, do you want to get into that really quick? Do you want to get into that first, the pricing of everything?
Well, everyone has a vice in life.
Right.
My vice, even if wrestling did not exist, I have Apple TV, I have Netflix, I did have to get the ESPN. I didn't have the ESPN, right?
Okay.
But that already falls into the loop of shit I get. So it's not affecting me. But if you never had these apps, now I got to get Netflix for Raw. I got to get the ESPN for that. I need Hulu. I don't even know what it is. It's hard to keep track. HBO Max, I just realized this, that I could see all of the old AEW pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So I'm watching all of those. So now you got to get HBO Max. It's really a nightmare. But that's already my vice. Because I love movies. I love baseball. I love everything. So it's not hurting me.
Right.
I don't love going to live shows. I will go to the occasional live show. But it doesn't affect me. But I could see how it's affecting people. Back in the day, you just watch USA, TBS, whatever, and you're good.
Right. So,
but then pay-per-views were more expensive, though.
So back in the day, pay-per-views were like you said. You could watch the wrestling on TV. You had USA or Spike or UPN or CW, and that was your way of watching WWE TV. And then, you fork out $60 for the pay-per-view,
because it was only like 4 in the beginning. It wasn't
right.
It wasn't monthly.
Right. And then they had the WWE network, and remember, people were shitting on the WWE network.
That was the best, the WWE network. What was it, $14.99?
It was $9.99.
$9.99, and it was so easy
to use. Everything. Had everything.
That's people just wanting to complain.
Right.
Now, if people want to complain, they are correct.
Right. Because now
NXT I don't even know where NXT is now. I hear it's moving.
NXT is on the CW currently.
I think it's moving again.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Wrong.
I think they're good on the CW for now. TNA wrestling is on AMC, and then you got AEW on TNT and TBS, and
but their pay-per-views cost like $60.
Listen. Let me rant about this for just a split second.
Rant.
Because I think it's absolutely gross how greedy these wrestling companies. I mean, I'm just going to say TKO. I'm going to say TKO. It's gross to me how greedy TKO is getting with their prices. Not just for WrestleMania, not just, I mean, that in itself, that's a whole thing, and when I heard that they were cutting off bars and restaurants from showing WrestleMania, I'm like, that's not cool. Like, come on, what are we doing? Right? I didn't like that. And then I heard recently that they banned that, so that's a good thing. I'm glad they lifted the ban. Props to that. But I think I saw from a YouTube channel I follow that I can't remember the exact price, but like there's like a thing you could do. You can go on Cody Rhodes' tour bus with Cody Rhodes and have somebody talk about the tour bus. And I'm like, well, why not have Cody talk about his own tour bus? Why would you have a tour guide when Cody is right there? It's his bus, right? Yeah. But that's like, I think I heard that was like $30,000. That's not in it. That's not included with WrestleMania tickets. That's in addition. So not only are you forking out $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 for your WrestleMania tickets, but then you fork out an extra $30,000 to do that? No, I'm sorry, no.
I play a lot of poker, and I was in a poker room with a guy who used to go to every WrestleMania. Yeah. And this is what he's telling me. He's like, I used to go to WrestleManias, but now if you want to get the package, you got to get the SmackDown. You got to get the Saturday, Sunday. You got to get the Raw as well. That's 4 shows. It's too much.
Yeah.
But I give a counterpoint to your argument.
Okay.
I used to own WWE stock.
Okay.
And I made a killing out of it. I wish I didn't sell it, but I bought it when it was like $20 and sold it when it was $80.
Oh,
and
wow.
I had a lot of it, right? Because if you know the project, I'm like, TKO's buying it. I'm buying the stock. I bought it right before TKO joined it. I bought it right before it joined Netflix, and it really went up. I keep buying it and selling it. Now I'm done buying it because it's high. But because of their greed, I made a lot of money. So should they be worrying about the stock owners? Or should they be worried about us fans? Now, long term, I think they're losing fans. Yeah. Well, if I'm a stockholder, I'm like, be freaking greedy.
Well, I guess if you're a stockholder, but I'm talking from a fan's point of view.
As a fan, they're getting ridiculous. I agree.
Yeah, and I think that the greed is utterly ridiculous, and even more ridiculous than that is fans who defend it by saying, well, it's a business. Okay, I don't like that excuse. I do not like that excuse.
I agree. And some of the things they say, and I think I mentioned it to you all, one of our friends recently, mutual friends. I remember, Jay. And he wasn't arguing this, good guy.
Right.
They were talking about business, and I said, I remember when there was a Goldberg Hogan match, right?
Right.
On Nitro.
Yeah.
I tuned in. I was pumped because I wasn't getting the WCW. I got a WCW pay-per-view once in the blue moon, and it was free TV. I got Goldberg. I got Hogan. I'm pumped. I'm loving it.
For the World Championship.
And I see all the fans. Why isn't it a pay-per-view? You're upset
Yeah,
you're upset that we're getting a pay-per-view great match for free.
yes.
Why the hell are you upset?
Thank you. Thank you. Why are you, as a viewer, upset that you're getting a pay-per-view main event for free on TV?
You're upset.
Them making money or not making money does not affect
Does
you
not
in this
affect
situation.
us.
It does not. Thank you. Finally, somebody. Yes.
So many people were saying, I can't believe it's for free. God, please. Because I remember when I was a kid, we never had good matches. I'm watching Saturday Morning Wrestling, and they're promoting Mr. Perfect against the Red Rooster, and I'm like, yes, that's what we got excited about, that Mr. Perfect wasn't fighting Barry Horowitz. Instead, he's fighting the Red Rooster in the main event.
Yeah.
Do you know what the main event of the first Raw was?
Main event of the first, wasn't that Undertaker versus it was a weird. He was like
Demento.
Damien Demento.
That's what we were being treated to as a main event. Because
I was going to say the Berserker, but that just didn't sound
it was
right.
Definitely
It was Damien Demento. Yeah.
But that's because we can't give a good match on TV. Are you people crazy?
Right. I'm glad that
we get great matches almost every week. And people, you're giving it away. Please give it away.
Right. Please give it away.
Why are you complaining?
That's how you get your viewers. That's how you get your fans, by giving them a good product.
Yes.
That's how you do it. You give them a good product. Now, that being said, I understand that too much of a good thing may be a good thing. So, I was watching Raw last week, so not this past Monday, but last Monday, and it was, I don't know if you watched it. It was the Raw where Brock came out, he stared Seth Rollins down, and then Oba came out and
I saw it. Yes.
Awesome segment, awesome, right? That was awesome. You know how they followed that up? Do you remember how they followed it up?
Next week, they basically did the same thing.
No. I'm talking about that same week, because that was the opening segment. So after that opening segment, you know what they did next?
No, I do not recall.
They did El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano, the fake one.
Right.
Which I'm like, man, you went from such a high with Brock and Oba, and then you just took it way low with the Grande Americanos. And that's no disrespect to either.
But I'm going to defend this. How would you?
I understand.
How would you fall? Would you just save the Brock Lesnar to the end thing?
No. I understand why they did it.
Okay, so what would you do to follow it up? Because I have no idea what you do to follow it up.
The Brock and Oba thing?
No, you're happy with the Brock.
Yeah. And
then what do you want in the next segment?
Hindsight 2020. At the time I watched that, I'm like, why would you do that? But hindsight 2020, I'm like, you know what? That makes total sense. You had them on such a high that you got to bring them back down just a little bit. Calm them down just a little bit. Because you got other things you want them to get up for.
I'm sorry that I spoke over you.
No, you're good.
Are you agreeing or disagreeing?
I'm agreeing that they did that. I'm agreeing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were disagreeing. That's why I was calling. Yeah. I'm like, what do you want them to do?
At the time when I watched it live, I disagreed with it, but as I look back on it, I agree with it now. If that makes sense.
Here's the problem with wrestling fans, and I say this about wrestling fans and Star Wars fans. Wrestling fans hate wrestling. Star Wars fans hate Star Wars. They watch everything and they're like, this is what I would do. Just enjoy it. Now, if something's real stupid, like the Cena Rock last year WrestleMania, that was just horrible.
With Travis Scott.
With Travis Scott. I couldn't remember his name because he's so great. So these things, I don't expect you to say everything's beautiful. You could complain at times. Yeah. But I hear wrestling. I went on and I stay away from negative things. I saw someone saying, when Brock Lesnar was trying F5 Oba, he looked like it was. You're complaining how Brock Lesnar attempted an F5.
Yeah, let's see you attempt an F5. Let's
Brock knows what he's doing.
Right, Brock.
Let's not complain about every little thing. And that's why I'll listen to Jim Cornette in a clip. but he just hates wrestling.
Oh,
I don't know why he's so pop. He's very entertaining, but he's doing like a 4-hour podcast of just pure complaint.
Oh, yeah.
I like Sam Roberts, who is very upbeat, very positive. I sometimes feel he's being too nice, but I'd rather that than listen to these morons just say I hate. Maven's like, and Maven I was enjoying. He's like, I can't watch the product. Why would I want to watch someone who doesn't watch the product?
Yeah.
You could say I can't watch all 17 hours they put on.
Frank is in the comment section. Frank, what's up, buddy?
Oh.
Yeah, we got Frank in the comment section. He says, "Hey," and I'll actually check this. So you can see his comment. Hey, so what's up, Frank? But yeah, I don't really like the negativity with wrestling fan. I don't understand it. It's like if you don't like what you're watching, there is a simple solution. And I'm gonna show you what that simple solution is.
Drum roll, please.
I don't like what I'm watching. Guess what? Click.
So simple. So simple.
And yet,
I used to watch Grey's Anatomy. That show's been on the air for 57 years, I believe. And around season 15, I'm like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it. I don't go to their pages saying, this show's so stupid.
I watch Chicago. I watch the Chicago shows on Wednesday nights.
Yes, one of my ex-ladies watches those as well.
Yeah, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. I watch those shows. And there's a character on Chicago Fire named Stella, and she is like this, she is on the show. She's like a lieutenant or something like that, right? And she's like one of the head bosses, like one of the ones in charge, basically. And I see people online, well, why did they make this the Stella Kids show and blah 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 blah? I'm like, bro, if you don't like it, just don't watch.
Now, just to clarify, I don't mind if you complain once in a while. You can say this segment made no sense. Like the Triple H Kane, where Triple H is banging Kane's dead lady in a coffin. I thought that was horrible, and I said it. But if you hate everything, you hate everything. Like I see some people who hate AEW. They say, "Can you believe AEW? Stop watching, please." I watch. If you hate it, stop watching it.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not the biggest AEW fan.
Me neither.
I mean, I just don't watch it. You know, it's nothing like I should say I'm not its biggest fan. I just don't watch. Really, I follow I follow clips of it online on YouTube, but I mean I don't watch it on TV. And I guess the same for TNA wrestling. I don't watch TNA much on TV.
AEW, I do watch almost every week. I do not get any of their pay-per-views. I wait till it eventually gets on. TNA I was very hopeful for, but I watch it, and my complaint is I don't know. I'm just kind of bored by the product. I don't know the characters well enough.
Yeah,
but they're not doing anything for me. It's on my DVR because I have every app and every cable thing. So I'll watch it.
Same here.
By the 20-minute mark, I stop watching it, but I don't go online complaining about it because I feel I got to be a fan to do it. So far, I'm hoping eventually I will be a fan.
Yeah.
So far,
we have Netflix, we have HBO Max,
correct.
We have Peacock. We have Hulu. We have Amazon Prime, or the Amazon Video thing. We have Apple TV.
Are they on Apple TV?
I don't think there's any wrestling on Apple TV.
So if you're just saying apps, it's also Disney, which I have.
Yeah, I have Disney. I have
ESPN. You need ESPN.
I don't have ESPN.
Also, you're not getting how do you see the WWE pay-per-views?
I I shouldn't say this on stream.
Okay, let's say he has his ways.
Let's just
He has it.
yeah.
He comes
Let's
over
just,
to my place and watches it. That's what
there
he
you
does.
go. If you're new to this channel, by the way, while he takes a swig of his fireball, like the video, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Comment down below what you think of the current wrestling product. Do all that good stuff.
And while we're promoting things, you can find me on TikTok at David Voice, where
Yes,
I talk
sir.
about how superheroes are in the sack. I just did Spider-Man in the sack, which almost got 1 million views, 960,000. And
Go.
sneak previews, spiders do not have penises.
Oh my goodness
So,
gracious!
do the
Oh
math.
my goodness!
Do the math.
Go
Do
go
the math.
go follow David on TikTok so he can explain
David
that
Voice.
to you. David Voice on TikTok, entertaining dude. And so let's try and be more positive because
Yes.
What
I don't think we've been overly negative.
what got you into pro wrestling, or who got you into pro wrestling?
As a kid, an uncle who I hated watched wrestling and I mocked them. And what got me into it was Hulk Hogan against Andre the Giant.
Oh, there
It
we
just
go.
seemed mammoth. And I was the only kid who liked the bad guys. Now it's popular to like the bad guys. Then
Yeah,
could I tell you why? What made me like the bad guys?
please.
I'm watching Wrestling Challenge or something on Saturday. Bobby Heenan comes out. It's preparing for Survivor Series or something. I'm not exactly sure. But like King Kong Bundy, Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude, all those guys come out together as a unit.
Okay.
Then later I see the good guys. It's not a match because
Were they the Heenan family at that time?
There was a this is like WrestleMania 3. There was a Heenan family. Yeah.
Okay.
Andre wasn't in this match, but I believe it was King Harley Race, Ravishing Rick Rude,
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy. They all came together to beat up 5 Hammenegers, as they say. Right? Then later, like a couple of weeks later, I see the good guys do a similar thing. Well, it wasn't Hulk Hogan, but I'm just giving you. Hulk Hogan came out to his own music. Then Coco Beware comes out to his own music. And I'm like, these guys are egomaniacs. They're not coming out as a team. And it bothered the crap out of me as a kid. I'm like, these are the good guys, but they all got to come out individually. They're not friends.
Right.
So I became a fan of the bad guys. Just
because they're friends.
Got together. I was a Bobby Heenan fan. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
Right.
No one else was. I had friends and they didn't like it. And one of my earliest, happiest moments, it took forever, was when Mr. Perfect won the Intercontinental Championship in a tournament after the Hulk Hogan Warrior thing. Heenan came out as a manager, and I just kept going to my friends, there's gold in the family. Heenan, Andre had it for 2 seconds, but he didn't manage champions. Perfect was his first champion. I'm like,
right.
I felt the bad guys were good. Anytime Hogan couldn't keep a friend, they're the bad guys.
Right.
To me, the bad guys were actually the good guys. So people caught on. People eventually started rooting for bad guys. But let me ask you. So Andre Hogan is what got me into wrestling. I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
What got you into that?
I was so I was born in '93, right? I just turned 33, and I remember. I don't know exactly who I was watching. It was in '97 that I started watching because I was 4. But I remember just watching wrestling.
Did you say you were 4 years old?
Huh?
Did you say you were 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay, this is great.
I just remember watching it with my dad.
Okay.
And so watching with him is what kind of, because he was a fan, and so watching with my dad is what made me a fan. And he doesn't watch as much nowadays, so I fill him in on everything that goes on. But we do go to, they don't come to Denver very often, but when they do come to Denver, we do try to get tickets and go. We went the last time they were here in November. So That was really cool. And the thing is, when we go to these events, uh, we food and drink is so expensive at these venues.
I never buy food and drinks in baseball parks. I stick my fireball. I do a little list.
Right.
Do a little list. Well, do a little list.
Yeah.
You do a little list.
Yeah, or
They
grab a
don't
couple
that down anymore.
or bring some double shooters with you. But what me and my dad do is we will pack like a cooler, and we will bring that cooler with us, and we will drink the beers in the parking lot before we go in. And it was actually funny because we went back in November with my uncle, and we took 2 buses to get downtown. And on the first bus, my dad hands me one of the beers, and my uncle's like, "Don't open that. Do not open that. Do not open that." Right? Like he's telling me don't open it, and my dad's like, "Why not?" And my uncle's like, "You guys are gonna get in trouble if you guys open those." And Dad's like, "No, we're not." So I crack it open. I had Dad's blessing, so I cracked the beer open. I started drinking. Suddenly, the bus security guy walks by us, and he just goes, "Hey," waves at us, and just continues to walk on by. He sees the open containers. He doesn't say. He just like, "Hey, have a good one." Like so, we got lucky there.
Other
But
than us being alcoholics, you still have not said what wrestler. You said your
what
dad.
wrestler? Oh,
Which wrestler was the first guy you rooted for? Me, I said Heenan and Andre, a combination.
the first wrestler I've rooted for.
That made you say, "This is why I like this poop."
I want to say Stone Cold, but I'm gonna go based off of what I remember. I remember watching Stone Cold, but I remember watching Stone Cold thinking this guy's why I watch. For me, that would be. I'm 12 years old when I say this. John Cena. John Cena.
Saying you like John Cena.
I am. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at John Cena's shirt.
I just want to remind you, The Miz did beat John Cena at the main event of WrestleMania.
With the help of The Rock.
One of the worst WrestleManias.
Yeah. That was a horror. I remember watching that live, and I was just like, what?
I will tell you something, though. The Miz's cash in for Randy Orton is very underrated when you talk about that.
Yeah.
The Nexus, we talked about what wrestlers we may be talking about. You mentioned Wade Barrett. The Nexus, which came upon great. They beat up Randy Orton, and then Miz came in, and I'm so worried. There's times I pop. Miz has him. Orton goes for the RKO. I'm like, mother effer. And Miz changes it to his finisher.
Yeah.
I was sure Miz was going to lose. And when he won, I was so relieved. I don't get happy. I get relieved. I'm like, thank you. Alex
Frank
Riley.
says that's why I stopped. Frank says that's why I stopped watching. I don't like it, so I stopped watching. You know what, Frank? That's fair enough. You don't like what you don't like it, so you
give it a chance every so often. See if it catches you again, because there's ups and downs.
Oh, sure. But like I was saying, for me, John Cena is my GOAT. Everybody could say The Rock. Everybody could say Stone Cold. No, for me, John Cena.
Well, I myself do a ranking of the top 555 wrestlers of all time that I've seen. So no Bruno. I'm not that old. There's no Bruno. And I had to see most of your career, so Harley Race is also out, but no one's calling him number one. But I do the top 555, and I act as if it's real. Like, how long did you hold belts? How much money did you? A bunch of things.
Yeah.
And Cena is number 2.
Okay.
Hogan
number 1. Yeah.
I mean, Hogan's like the Jerry Rice of wrestling. What I mean by that, do you watch football? Do you know who Jerry Rice is?
I don't know, but I've heard the name Jerry Rice. I just don't watch football.
That's okay. Jerry Rice is a great receiver. And if you take his career and put it in 2 parts, he'd probably be number 1 and number 5. as wide receiver.
Okay.
So if you take Hulk Hogan's WWE time, he'd
Sure.
probably be number 1. And then if you ended his career there and did Hulk Hogan, NWO Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he'd
Number
probably
1.
be number 5
Yeah.
of all time.
Oh, sure.
So if you combine the two,
I would say that NWO Hogan would probably be number 2 or 3, to be honest with you.
You're correct. So if the two Hogans are top 5, I got to put Hogan number 1.
Yeah.
Cena, I have 2. Roman Reigns, I have number 3. After that, I got to look at, I think I have Austin as 4 because his career was his height was probably maybe the best, but too short to put him.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like people will say, well, Stone Cold was like the greatest superstar ever. Rock was the greatest superstar ever. I look at their longevity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they were boring by any means. I'm not saying
No,
that.
we're not insulting them.
Right, not at all. But
Saying someone's
like,
top 10 is not bad.
If you look at statistics, if you look at the longevity of their careers, Austin was only on top for maybe not no, because remember he was out in 99 2000 with that injury, so that eliminates a year. So really, he was on top from like 98 to 99. I'll say 97, 98, 99, and then 2000 just took a nosedive. Then he came back and won. Wasn't quite the same because they turned him heel. Yada yada yada.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Talk about people not liking it and leaving wrestling. Only one time in my life did I come close to leaving wrestling.
That was when Austin turned.
That was a WCW invasion.
Oh Jesus!
It was just so hard. They had one good moment when ECW and Paul Heyman comes in, and then the next week Stephanie McMahon's ahead of ECW.
Yeah, make that.
Heyman just cut a great promo. You see, now we got 3 brands, and no, ECW's with WCW. We're having shitty match after shitty match. They're not pushing Van Dam enough. The fans love it. Everything was horrible during the invasion. And Austin became a good guy, just saying a wimpy good guy, like a chicken shit Miz heel.
Yeah.
I like Miz. I like Honky Tonk Man. I don't want Steve Austin to be a chicken shit heel.
No,
if you're being a heel, I'm breaking your leg.
He's supposed to be a badass. I mean, a badass.
You have to be a badass. That's the only time I considered it.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, Austin's peak, while amazing, too short. This is what women tell me, too short all the time.
I don't even get women, so I never hear that. But The Rock's career also a little too short. It really was.
And if you look at how long The Rock and Austin held the straps, not that long. They've never had. I know. Well, they defended the belt more. Yeah. I get it. But they didn't. None of them had like a year. If you look at their title reigns, they're surprisingly short. Now again, both the top 10. Just like you're the number 7. You should be proud of the 7. Your top 10 of all time. That's good. We're not insulting you.
Yeah.
We're just saying, it needs to be a little longer.
And on the topic of the invasion angle, just real quick. Yeah, that failed. But you know why it failed? I'm going to give you the most simple reason why it failed. Because it had to be McMahon versus McMahon. That's why. That's why they had Stephanie and Shane running the alliance, because Vince was going to run WWF. So those two were going to run the alliance. So we got McMahon versus McMahon. It had to be that for whatever reason.
Here's the problem as well. And I hate when fans book, but I'm doing it.
Go ahead.
Vince should have been Vince should have said, I bought WCW. And then Shane should have said, while you were doing that, we bought the stockholders. We're WWE. How is Vince McMahon the good guy? So Vince should have been in charge of WCW. Heyman should have been in charge of ECW.
Sure.
And Shane should have been Shane was over like Rover. I don't understand that saying, but it is. Shane
And
should
to
have
be
been
real,
WWE.
WCW and ECW shouldn't have combined.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When Heyman did that thing, I was all set and pumped. I was pumped. It should have been a different entity with Heyman on one side, Vince on WCW, Shane WWE, and I'm sorry, Steph, you're not in this storyline.
No, Steph could have done something
She
different.
could have just been hanging out with Triple H at WWE.
Well, no, because Triple H was injured during the invasion.
I don't know.
So he was injured.
You're right. Okay, then just keep Stephanie McMahon out. She's very talented. I don't want to bash her, but she just didn't fit in this storyline.
Maybe fit her somewhere else away from that. But also the problem is, or was, there was no Hogan, there was no Goldberg, there was no Hall, no Nash, no Sting, no no Scott Steiner. I mean, DDP and Scott came later, but there was no Hall, no Nash, no Goldberg, no Hogan.
They didn't have the stars. They should have kept Bagwell, first of all, number one. Number two, they bought DDP like an idiot.
Bagwell got a horrible deal in that situation.
Yeah, he did. He had charisma. He could have been one of the. And you're right. They didn't have many stars. Bagwell was a star. Second, DDP feud with Undertaker. DDP has said
that was all wrong. That was
he should have feuded with The Rock. You're the people's champion. I'm the people's champion. That would have been great.
Sure.
But they messed up.
And let the people pick. Let the people pick the people's champ.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have a lot of stars, and then they screwed with DDP. The only guy they did well was Booker T. And here's another thing. Everyone remembers the Booker T. Austin supermarket thing, which was great.
That was great TV.
But did they even have a pay-per-view match after that? Did they do?
I think they had
maybe one.
I want to say they did, but I don't remember.
The fact that we don't remember shows they messed it up. They built it, and like they were not adjusting. They should have also, on the ECW side, they were cheering Van Dam over Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy was very popular. You had to push Van Dam. Yeah. And unfortunately, when they finally pulled the trick on him, he got caught with weed, which that was a bad thing. I don't smoke weed, but I never had an issue with the weed. Right. If you want to smoke weed, go ahead.
I'm in Colorado, so it's legal here, so I can say this legally. Yeah. I've dabbled in weed. I have smoked weed. I've eaten edibles, and matter of fact, real quick funny story for you. I went to. Do you remember that movie, A Quiet Place?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw 2 of the 3 of them.
Okay. I saw the very first one in theaters with my friends, and before we went into the movie to watch, we were in my buddy's car, and we all each took a piece of an edible, or I think it was like edible gummies, and we just ate. We all just had like one edible gummy before we head in, right? So then we get into the theater, and I'm sitting there, and I'm straight up just staring at the movie screen. I'm like, it looks like I'm locked in on the screen. I'm really not. My mind is. I'm high, but yeah. I'm here. But it looks like I'm locked in, right? My buddy is watching as well, and he's trying to pay attention. He's trying to figure out what's going on. His girl is sitting next to him, passed out. So is her sister, and the only one that was actually able to watch the movie like sober was my buddy's girlfriend's little brother. Now, we get into the car, right? And like I said, I wasn't locked in, but I could still kind of follow along with what was going on a little bit, you know. We get in the car, and my buddy just goes, well, that movie fucking sucked. And I'm like, why? He goes, I couldn't follow along. I didn't understand what was going on. And I'm like, it's not a hard movie to... It wasn't a hard concept.
It wasn't complex.
Right. It's like they can't make noise or else they'll get eaten alive. That's what it was, right?
You got it.
He goes, yeah, but they were doing stuff with their hands, like how, like they were communicating with their hands. I don't understand any of that.
It was not complex.
I'm like, Nader, that is sign language, right? Because that's what they were doing. They were using sign language.
Yeah.
And Nader asks me, he straight up, he looks me in the eye and he goes, well, how do you know? And I'm like, because when I was a child, and this is true, David. You don't know this, so you're learning this for the first time.
Could I interject for half a second?
Go ahead.
This shit's driving me crazy. I see this.
oh.
It's driving me crazy.
There you go.
Okay, no, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. When I was a kid, I was in I've been in special ed all my school life, right? So when I was in elementary school, I was in deaf and hard of hearing classes because I'm hard of hearing.
Right.
So the way to communicate in deaf and hard of hearing classes is through sign language, right? So yes, no, stop. I know basic sign language. Nader's looking at me. He goes, "How do you know that was sign language?" And I'm like, "Because I was in sign language classes as a kid." And he goes, "Oh." That's all he said was, "Oh."
Can I tell Nader something? I never took it, but I understood. It wasn't that complex.
Yeah.
It was the drugs.
Yeah. It was. Shout out to my buddy Nader. He's a good dude. I love Nader.
I'm not bashing Nader, except in this one situation.
Yeah, no, Nader's a good dude. He's a great dude.
You vouch for him, I believe him.
Yeah, he actually, getting back into wrestling a little bit. I had never been to a wrestling show before, up until 2010. And I'm probably gonna get emotional telling this story actually, because I'm reliving it. But I remember one day. This is 2010. This is my junior year of high school, his senior year, right? And I was told all day that day I got a big surprise coming up, right? From Nader. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's sidetrack a little bit, because Nader, before that, was known to give me car rides home and buy me Pepsis, 2 liters of Pepsi, right? So he was a good dude, gave me rides home. He was already a good dude for that, just taking me home and getting me sodas. So when I was told I was going to get a surprise from Nader, I'm not thinking anything like what I'm going to get. I'm thinking I'm just going to get like a 12-pack of Pepsi, right? That's going to be the big deal.
Okay, that's not a big gift. I'm sorry.
No, to me,
I appreciate that you expect that you'll be happy with a 12-pack of Pepsi.
Yeah, that was my thing, right? Yes. So I'm getting told like I got this big surprise, right? So then it's after school. Oh, and also, up till this point, I had never mentioned Nader to my parents before. How'd you get home? Oh, a friend brought me home. Okay. Like that. Never mentioned that it was Nader. So then he pulls me aside after school. He goes, "Christian, come here for a second. Come here." I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he goes, "What are you doing on March, whatever the date? Let's say March 27th. Okay?
27th, a good day.
March 27th. It was March. I know that much. March 27th.
How the hell do you remember that? Was it March Madness?
No, but it was right after my birthday. And my birthday's in February, so March 27th.
Okay.
So anyway.
February what? Let the audience know.
February 23rd. It just passed.
Please give him gifts next February.
There you go. Send me gifts now.
No. Yeah.
Anyway.
The David voice at TikTok. Okay.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You said
you're good. You're good. So he's like, "What are you doing on March 27th?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He goes, "I know what you're going to do on March 27th. And he's like, "What?" And he goes, "You and me are going to go see WWE live." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, we're going to go see WWE live." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, don't play with me like that, right?" Like, I'm thinking he's messing with me.
Yeah, all you wanted was Pepsi.
Yeah, and then...
You and CM Punk.
Yeah, so then he reaches into his pocket and he actually pulls out the tickets to show me the proof. So this guy went out of his way, took time out of his day, his schedule, his own money to buy these tickets for me. And that was really cool, right? So my mom was picking me up that day. So I get in the car with my mom. I'm like, hey mom, are we doing anything on March 27th? And
Oh,
she's like, I don't know why. I'm like, Nader's got tickets to WWE live event and he invited me to go with him. And mom's like, who's Nader? And I'm like, oh, Nader's a buddy of mine. He's the one that gives me rides home and stuff. And she goes, oh, and how are you supposed to get to this event? And I'm like, well, Nader drives, so he'll pick me up, and he'll drop me off when we're done, right? And she goes, huh. And I'm like, can I go? And she goes, your dad and I got to meet him first, but you should be able to go. So, my sister was in the car too, right? My sister goes, did he actually pull out the tickets and show you, or did he just
son of a bitch, what's wrong with your sister? I'm sorry.
I'm like,
She's the heel of this group. She's a Paul Heyman.
No, she was looking out for me. She was looking out.
I know she's looking out, but that's such negativity.
I'm like, well, no, I'm like, he pulled out the tickets and showed me. She goes, oh, okay.
Just out of curiosity, she's your older sister? Because if she's your younger sister.
She's my older sister, yeah.
That'd be good. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get all the facts.
Yeah, she's my older sister.
I've seen your mother on your TikTok videos, a lovely lady, but I didn't see your sister. Continue.
My sister is my best friend.
That's great.
So she's like, so he actually put out tickets and showed you? I'm like, yeah. And mom goes, let's meet him, but you should be able to go. So then Nader came over to my house. He got to meet my parents. Parents liked him. Boom, boom, boom. We went to WWE. Rest is history. And Nader and I are still close to this day. So shout out to Nader. He's a really good dude.
Does one match stick out in your head in that match?
From the first, that I saw DX. That was one of Shawn Michaels' last matches, and I got to see DX live. I believe that was also, I think I saw John Cena. I think it was DX and John Cena. Now, I actually have a story from this event too. It was after the main event. People were trying to get out of there, and Shawn Michaels is coming down, and he's clapping hands with the fans, right? So I go down to the thing, and I go down to the rail, to the barricade, and I didn't get to clap his hand, but I did tap his shoulder. I patted his shoulder. So, no diddy when I say this, I got to touch Shawn Michaels.
You got to touch him. That's great.
No diddy.
No diddy. I'm assuming that means no homo.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's all good. No one's offended by that. I hope not. All good. My first, I watched a lot of wrestling before I went to an event. The first one I went to was the match that sticks out of my head. Goldust was the Intercontinental Champion, and he was fighting Savio Vega. And it was a house show. And I usually root for the bad guys, but I was a big Savio fan. He was one of the good guys. And I really believed, because we didn't know any better then, I really believed Savio would win it. But he didn't. But that was a great match.
Another cool live show story I got to do was also with Nader. This is also with Nader. Nader's awesome. He owns his own liquor store, right? And so, huh?
Do you get discounts?
I don't really go to his liquor store. Is a little far from my house, so I don't go there much. But yeah, if I go to his liquor store, I'm sure I would get discounts. But he was doing business with some vendors, right? And these vendors gave him tickets to any event at the Ball Arena. I think at the time it's called the Pepsi Center still. It's now the Ball Arena. And these tickets were not just any tickets. These tickets were very special tickets. Tickets you could not purchase. You had to know people who knew people to get these tickets. I'm talking about box seats. Box seats with an open bar and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Nader got these tickets, right? So we and him went to a Monday Night Raw show with these tickets. So we sat up in the box seats watching the show, right? This wasn't just any Raw. This was the Raw where Goldberg returned to WWE television after 12 years. I was there live for that show. That show sucked donkey balls. To be real with you, it was horrible, but that ending with Goldberg was fire.
What was that?
Was,
did he attack Lesnar? Is that what it was?
No, he just came out and just gave a speech, but just watching the entrance live was really, really cool. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
No, I shouldn't have interrupted.
No. Go ahead.
I should have waited 8 seconds because I think you had 8 more seconds talking. But I've been to Denver once in my life with my number one investigator, Nick Newman. She's a female. Again, no interest in me, of course. But we hung out right near the Rocky Stadium.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about Denver. Everyone there is crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone has tattoos.
That's about right.
Everyone has a dog. And everyone hated me for some reason.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Are you saying you don't like dogs?
I like dogs.
Okay.
I'm just saying everyone had a dog. I didn't. Okay. I also like tattoos. I'm just stating facts.
Okay.
Well, I didn't like.
I was gonna say, if you sit here and tell me right now you don't like dogs.
You just leave me now. I like dogs. Nick Newman has a dog. She has a Italian Greyhound, right?
I have 2 dogs.
But I saw one of your dogs on one of your feeds. I didn't see both.
Was it Jax? Was it a big one?
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah, that's Jax. And then I have a little one. Her name is Lola.
But I was near. Are you near the Colorado Rocky Stadium?
That's downtown. That's only about 25, 30 minutes from my house.
Okay, so you're not that far away.
No.
We had to travel like 20, 25 minutes to get there. It was during the All-Star break. There was a concert. I don't know what band we saw, right? But there was a bar there. There was 2 bars that we went to a lot. And it was right across from a bar arcade. And the main bar, any drink you want, $4. No matter what. I was getting mudslides for $4.
There you go.
I really enjoyed. Other than you crazy poops in Denver, I really enjoyed it. We kept going there in the arcade. It was your bars closed at what, 2 a.m. at your place or 1 a.m.?
2 a.m., yeah. 1 or 2, yeah.
In New York, 4 a.m. I think it may have been closing at 1 a.m., but we had a good old time.
There you go.
Despite some of the insane people. People say people in New York are crazy. That's where I am, people. Yeah. Denver's just as crazy as New York.
Yeah, we got
I'll
some.
find the right
but also, you added the element of weed now being legal.
Well, weed's even legal in New York now.
Okay.
Here's the thing, and people don't believe me. I'm immune to weed. I could smoke as much weed, gummies. It will have no effect on me. And people are like, really? Keep doing. I learned in science class back when I was taking classes. They're like a certain amount of people are immune to AIDS. I'm like, really? And they're like, they don't even know it. I'm immune to weed because I would smoke or do weed. I prefer that over. Look how much this thing was full. I'm tipsy. People brag. I have a high tolerance to alcohol. Why the hell are you bragging about that? I got to spend more money to get drunk. I don't want to be a lightweight, but I don't want to be that I got to drink 2 of these to get drunk.
Oh, boy. If you want to save money, I don't know if they have that deal in your area, but the liquor store by my house that I go to, they have double shooters, 3 for $5. So I usually just do that. And then get a couple of beers, like get a couple tall boys.
I don't drink beer. I don't like
it. Oh, I drink. That's Fireball and beer are pretty much the only 2 alcohols I will drink unless it's free booze. And then in that case, fuck it. Give me a margarita. Give me your mudslide. I love mudslides.
Do you want to know? I'm going to tell you something that a lady told me who I didn't date. We weren't friends. I was on a podcast. She saw me drinking Fireball. She's like, mix Fireball with Bailey's. I said, that sounds disgusting.
With
It
Bailey?
is amazing.
Yeah.
Fireball and Bailey's.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah.
Text
Yeah.
me later when you eventually try it.
Yeah.
I want it within a month.
Mm-hmm.
Try Fireball and Bailey's. So let's get a little bit about wrestling again. I mean, we got another 5-10 minutes here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take control. Okay. You said Cena's your favorite. Who's your current favorite wrestler?
My current favorite.
I'm not holding to you.
No. My current favorite. Ooh, who's my current favorite? My current favorite is probably CM Punk. Being real, Punk.
You know what? Let's change it. Let's make our WrestleMania predictions now. Okay.
WrestleMania predictions. Let me pull up the card.
Changing.
Let me.
If you could pull it up, that's better because I was going to.
42, right? Is this coming? Yeah. Okay. So we got Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre on the sanctioned match.
Yeah.
Give me Jacob Fatu.
I'm agreeing with you. It will be a great match.
Oh, it's going to be a fight. It's not going to be a match. It's going to be a fight.
A fight. I mean, it's a fight, but it's going to end in 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you got into fight. It wouldn't end in 1, 2, 3. It would be when one guy's crying, probably me. Okay. So we both agree with Jacob Fatu. Next.
Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. Championship.
You know, I'm shocked that's not a 3-way. I'm shocked they didn't include the other.
I guess Carmelo's supposed to be going on a thing, going on his honeymoon. By the way, I haven't even read these comments.
Your honeymoon for WrestleMania.
Yeah, Frank.
Don't make your honeymoon for WrestleMania.
Frank. Let me read these comments real quick. Frank says, I love the invasion angle. There was good drama in it. The McMahon family were always made for good drama. Okay.
I'm glad you liked it. I couldn't stand it. I'm glad you liked it. I'm not going to convince you to say don't like it. But Frank
corrected both of us. He says Austin and Booker never had a pay-per-view match.
He's correcting you. I said it, and you said you thought it would be one.
And then he said 3 pay-per-views after the supermarket segment. Royal Rumble, both were in the Rumble match. No Way Out, Austin faced Jericho. Booker was in a tag title match with and then at WrestleMania, Booker faced Edge and Stone Cold faced Scott Hall.
Who said that?
Frank, my buddy Frank.
Frank, you're correcting Christian. I said I didn't think there was a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, you corrected
Christian
me,
said
Frank.
there was.
You corrected me.
I'm throwing you under the bus, Rich.
Back to this. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams.
Top 8.
Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the top 8. For the U.S. Championship, I'm gonna go with Trick Williams.
I'm going with Trick as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we got
AJ. I'm shocked if Trick. The first 2, I'd be shocked if our predictions were not correct.
And then AJ Lee against Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Give me AJ Lee.
You know what? I think my sexy redhead. I love the redheads. Becky needs to win.
Okay.
I see Becky's going to win.
Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
Becky, I'm not hitting on you. I don't need Seth Rollins doing a call stop. I'm just saying you're an attractive lady.
Yeah. Then we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Give me Oba.
I already said.
Oba.
I think I was talking to another friend. I would love this to be a 12-minute match. But when Brock loses, he loses it in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, give me Oba.
I think Oba's going to win. I'd love it if Oba won in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Oba. I think we're all agreeing with Oba. The over under 4 minutes.
Then we have.
I'm asking you, does the match last 4 minutes?
Maybe 5. I'd say 5.
So you're picking the over.
Yeah.
You see
then
this?
I got
a stopwatch. I'm going to be. That match is predictable, and if Brock wins, great. But that bet is the over under. You're saying over 4 minutes.
Then we have Jade Cargill defending the Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. This one is a tough one for me. I'm going to let you pick yours first.
I'm going to go with Rhea. I got to
go. I'm going to go Rhea too. You know what? I'm going to go Rhea too.
Jade has been surprisingly, they pushed her to the moon. She hasn't impressed me. I love Rhea. I'm going with Rhea.
Then we have, here we go. Here we go. Give me Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship. Screw it. Go Randy Orton.
This match I like a lot because
now I know
the
I say
other match.
Hang on a second. I say give me Randy Orton. I know that if Randy Orton wins, it's basically a carbon copy of what happened last year. But screw it. That was a good story last year that was tainted by the Travis Scott crap. So this year, do it again, but don't taint it with the Travis Scott crap. Keep it confined to Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes and let Randy have the belt.
I like this match because this is of all the matches we said, this is one that I feel it's 50-50. It could go either. I like matches that I don't know who's going to win. And like I was debating someone, they said the AJ Styles John Cena's match was a great match. And I said it was very good. But at no point did I think AJ was going to win. I have to believe for it to be an ultimate great match, I got to not know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win this match. You said Orton. I'm saying Cody wins this one.
Okay.
And then, I'm not confident about it. So that means it's a good thing.
Stephanie McCurr defends the women's championship against, the women's world championship. There's so many women's championships.
We're all good.
Stephanie McCurr defends the women's world title against Liv Morgan. Give me Stephanie McCurr after Raquel Rodriguez turns on Liv Morgan.
You know, Liv Morgan on Valentine's Day said she was going to give Dominic Mysterio a gift after the show. I still don't know what that gift is. It's boggling my mind. I don't know what she's giving him. But I'm picking Liv Morgan, one of my favorite lady wrestlers. I like that we're having different predictions. That means it's doing a good job. I'm picking Liv.
And then
I'm
the main
70%
event
on Liv.
And then the main event, CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight Championship against the Tribal Chief. So we got one's up in the air, Roman Reigns.
Now, when you say main event, you're talking about this will be the Sunday night show.
Probably.
Because that's the real main event.
Probably.
It's good to be on a Saturday, but you want to be on a Sunday.
Right. CM Punk was on Saturday last year, right?
Punk last year was on the Saturday show.
Yeah.
Now he's on the Sunday show.
There you go, yeah.
Now you're really the main event.
Now, this one...
Again, this one's 50-50.
It really is. It really is.
Really? That's good.
I'm gonna go with... Since I said AJ Lee is going to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Don't combine the two. One is not associated.
Roman Reigns will win the World Championship.
You know, this is a tough one. And that's good that both the main events we're not confident about. I'm not confident about Orton Cody.
Yeah, neither am I, but I'm just going to say give me Randy Orton. Give me a Randy Orton win.
And I will go with... I do one pinky for this. That's what I do. See, when I do comedy, I said I had to do something different. And when I do one, I always go pinky.
My dad's got a finger for putting his ones up when Roman Reigns comes out. It's a very specific finger.
I'm not upset with that. But I'm going with Roman Reigns.
Okay. Wow. We agree on that.
I forgot who you did. You pick Roman?
I did pick Roman.
Okay, I think it's a solid card now.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show.
Penta will probably defend his belt.
Yeah.
And listen, before we go, because we reached the 1 hour mark, we don't know much more than that. You know what everyone wants to know. Who's going to win Andre the Giant Battle Royal? And just in case you know I'm being sarcastic, no one gives a poop, but we're making our Andre the Giant Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode of the Seibelmania and Friends podcast.
You're not picking your Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner?
I'm going to pick Cesaro.
Cesaro. That's a great pick since he's not in the federation. I'm picking Omos. Now give your goodbyes.
I'm like I said, that's going to do it for this episode of the Seibelmania and Friends podcast. Thank you to David Voice. Go follow David Voice on TikTok. David Voice on TikTok. Go follow him. He's a hilarious dude. Thank you, David, for joining us tonight, man. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, till next time, I'm CJ. We out.
Take a shot of Fireball.